hand catch with the left touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
set. Connecting. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On first down, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Reset to the team. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Crunch. Alert.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on first down. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boys. 52. All you get.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
2 times. Hey, 4 down. Hey, watch it. Pass 85. Sponge. No.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come off the ball. Switch. Check 4.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
52's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen on the crossing route. Complete. That's Foster. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Fighting Alpha. Mike Bartu. Defense wins championships, baby.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining, and that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for Parker that time, and that takes us from second to third down. Out of the gun, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Shifts free at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Watch the blood. Motion. Reset.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. Third down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
49 the mic. Watch 49. And let's get in them holes. 49.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. He did turn 31 back in July. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. They're not ready for this, man.
And now they'll throw with Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's a man who started as a Buffalo Bill, Kiko Alonso. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
46. Hey, Zoo. 7's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. He's going to air one out. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mike, ready? Regular.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
It's easy work in the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second
Two-jet bomber.
at the 11-yard line.
Singletary again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script.
He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air yet again. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Five wide.
On 1st down, Freeman. He finds him up. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next will score Bills 34, Dolphins
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second and 11 now. Watson, rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On the return, it's White. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that'll set them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
This is Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And some room to work. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tight. Check 50.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Set. 19. Mike 49. I'm here all day.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. White now to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll back them up 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,